Bitcoin is about to do the impossible. Beware of what's gonna happen next here with Bitcoin and especially meme coins and altcoins. Is this an opportunity or are we going even further down? So in today's update, guys, I'm gonna update you on the situation and especially what must be done right now. Now, recently we've seen this huge drop on Bitcoin that affected meme coins and overall the whole of the crypto space. And we have right now the Bitcoin halving, which is 3 days away. So basically this is the sentiment right now. So everyone is expecting a Bitcoin halving. Usually this means the miners are gonna dump their bags because now it's gonna get more expensive to mine Bitcoin and they need to sell in to kind of prepare for a higher cost when it comes to mining Bitcoin. So as we all know, the markets never do what people want them to do, because whenever it feels easy, we have the Bitcoin halving. Oh, we're gonna have this drop, so sell now, so when it drops lower we can buy again, and then we're smart, we're gonna buy lower and then sell higher, right? So that's the trap right now, the Bitcoin halving trap that is set to trap as many people as possible. Now, we've seen recently this huge drop. It's wiped up a lot of leverage. A lot of people got liquidated, and also a lot of people bought the tops on many meme coins that we see today, like Cat with Dogs or Book of Meme or Brett and whatnot. These people possibly got burned, and that is causing most of the altcoins and meme coins and all of that to dump. This, to me, guys, this looks like a dip worth buying. Now, I know a lot of people now ran out of that precious USDT. So at some point there comes the dip and there is no more money to buy the dip, right? And this time it really feels like it. Like, I've been scrolling Twitter, I've been on my Discord, I see a lot of people now out of gas, people out of money now to buy the dip, which is a bullish sign. We've seen that open interest taking a hit, which means a lot of people lost money on that leverage. And this open interest does not only show you that what happened to people trading leverage, but this also, leverage basically means also altcoins, meme coins. This means the space is getting too greedy. People are taking too much risk, buying anything they can. And this is widely now shown on altcoins and meme coins. And usually markets, they do bottom on these kind of situations. Now, with the Bitcoin halving and open interest nuked, people probably now selling all their meme coins, especially the early buyers. If you bought Pepe back at $400 million or $200 million in its market cap and you are up a lot, now you're thinking maybe I should sell because this looks like it's gonna drop, right? So most of these early buyers are gonna start selling now. The Jeets or whatnot, the non-believers, all of those people are gonna start selling now. This is a textbook distribution cleansing market, getting rid of weak hands, getting rid of too much leverage to start sending it higher. These are all signs, right? You let me know in the comment section what you think. But to me, these looks like signs that we are bottoming here. We're seeing Bitcoin trading from that 71 high to that 61. So we've got a $10,000 range on Bitcoin, which is kind of like a massive range to trade in. This causes a lot of FOMO and also a lot of fear. So FOMO at the high, fear at the low. And it looks like we're gonna keep ranging here. It also looks like we're gonna possibly be bouncing off this support. So a lot of people possibly now sold off, waiting for that halving drop to buy. And the market never gives those people a chance, because the market wants them to buy either higher or to get wrecked, fake them out, like get them to buy here and then really do that after. So both of these could be one of them traps that the market could be setting off to most of the people. But the point here is most of the people here run out of gas to buy the dips, which most likely now smart money is going to be buying this, right? Sending it higher. And we could see something like that here. This pump here could possibly play out again, right? We could possibly take out this high, right? Could take out this high again, maybe put like a 78k or something, 75, 76, possibly 78k, just to get everyone again bullish, then drop it back here, then we move on. So what's the plan here? If you all have money to buy the dip, right? The plan is to, at least, I always say this, guys, it's very wise to always have some sort of a reserve, like 20% portfolio or 10% always in cash. Now, you remember like a few months ago, I told you like I was 40x up on Fetch AI injective also, and I started shaving off 10% each pump and just leaving that on the side because we never know when those dips come. But granted, a lot of people just joining the space right now, so most of the people are not in profits here, right? And many of you here today watching probably find yourself in this situation because you missed most of the rally up, and that's unfortunate, right? So a lot of people missed this massive run and now came in here today trying to make up for the loss or for the missing out part of this run, and now you find yourself in a critical situation because now you've got chopped off in this range buying coins, and as soon as a dip comes you don't got much to buy the dip with. And this is a major lesson because we're still gonna bounce, we're still gonna see major upside, but this is a major lesson to learn, is trying to get early, right? Trying to get early and now trying to pick the right meme coins. As we know, this narrative is the strongest narrative, this bull cycle. This cycle is all about meme coins. So let's say you see Pepe again doing a 10x from here. Let's say we do range and then we see this huge rally, then a drop in the real bull market, and you see yourself slowly getting some gains. It is wise to start slashing 10% as we go up. Those dips are always gonna come, and usually the market capitulates on that last one when you see everyone saying, I don't have money to buy the dip. How are you guys buying the dip, right? So we'll see this very often now. This dip was so successful at getting everyone out of the market, or nobody got money for it. This dip is so expensive right now. This is the most expensive dip of all the other dips that we've seen throughout this pump, because basically half of this pump was people sidelined, right? Whenever we got a dip, people still got some money to buy because most of the people were sidelined. But then the recent run from that spot Bitcoin ETF, that was the thing that got everyone bullish, right? Everyone was expecting a drop. That's it. Bitcoin ETF sell the news, and then massive rally, and then everyone FOMO'd here. So now nobody got money to buy the dip because everyone is in the market already. But this is the first dip that actually got everyone capitulating, which means everyone now is either liquidated, don't have money, lost all of their money, or everyone is allocated already and nobody got the money to buy the dip. So we need fresh blood coming into the market. So this is besides the charts. Like we could see Bitcoin rallying from here. We could see Bitcoin doing this and pumping in another bull market. But this means Bitcoin rally and altcoins not doing much because now nobody can buy them. Everyone is out. Everyone lost money. Everyone is already allocated. What's gonna pump them? Because we need real new people coming. And what's gonna get new people to come is we need 100k Bitcoin or like an 80k or something. Something has to happen to get Bitcoin on everyone's radar. We need to get normies back into the market, or we need some like major run from Dogecoin to $1 or Shiba Inu back to previous highs, or as I've been saying, right, we've had 10 billion or 20 billion, Pepe to 10 to 20 billion. Those things are gonna get people back into the space right again. That's why I do think now, guys, we're gonna get a boring market for now. It's gonna be boring. We're gonna see maybe a pump going into the halving as everyone is expecting the drop to buy lower and sell higher. It's not gonna happen. Everyone wants it. When everyone wants something, usually it doesn't happen. I do think we're gonna range for a while. Very likely we're gonna range. And the second thing is we're likely bottomed. This is the bottom. Very likely. No, I could be wrong, right? Not financial advice, but this is possibly the bottom. The only bad news here is most people don't have money to buy the dip here. That's the only bad news. That's why it's the bottom. If everyone was euphoric about the dip and everyone wanted to buy the dip here, I would think maybe it's too early. This is not the dip yet. This is not it. But I think now this is it. Everyone is out. Open interest down. Everyone wrecked. Everyone lost money. No matter what they say, everyone lost money and nobody got money to buy the dip. Now, what should you do if you're holding already like Dog, we've had Pepe, Floki, BONK, all these coins? At this stage of the cycle, we are at the mercy of Bitcoin. I'm still holding my bags. If it goes down, that's it, it's over. We didn't make it this cycle. If it goes up, we're holding, right? We're gonna keep holding no matter what. Now, if you are one of the few that got USDT left on the side, I do think this is the right time, right? It's the ripe time. Pepe is back to its previous all-time high, like Binance listing high. It touched it, it went below it for a while, and then it came back up. And I've been talking about this previous high to be tested. So this is most likely a dip on Pepe right here. Now, a lot of people are going to look at this and think we're going down even lower on Pepe. We're going here, right? Which means Pepe is going back below $1 billion in its market cap, which is impossible, right? So this means doomsday. This means bear market. to really get Pepe that low. So I do think this is the dip on Pepe, and from here we're possibly just gonna keep ranging. It's gonna be boring for a while. Like, to be honest, that's what I think. It's gonna be boring for a while. We've got to accept that. Everyone is in the market already. Every buyer out there has already bought. You can get, I don't know, go tell your friends about Bitcoin or something. But most of the people in the space right now already are allocated. You can see we have more sellers than buyers. As soon as we get some fake news, everyone starts selling because everyone got coins now. And that's the problem with massive runs that we've seen on Bitcoin. Massive runs, spot Bitcoin ETF, everyone got allocated here. Everyone gave up on the idea that we're not in a bull market. Everyone started buying here. So most likely this is the dip that nobody can afford to buy. And this means this also is the dip on Pepe that nobody can afford to buy. This is max pain. Max pain is you can't buy and then price goes up because you don't have enough money to buy. I remember this happened to me right here. Not only me, but this was most of the people back in 2021. So we were all happy days here, trading, having fun, everything is going up. We got Dogecoin starting the season, all that crazy stuff happening. And then we seen this, right? Also here we got Cardano hitting $1 and above. Everyone was euphoric. And then we got this huge massive drop. I remember here most of the people did not have money to buy the dip. I remember the pain I felt back here thinking, oh my God, this is the dip. I know it's the dip. I know I need to buy the dip, but nobody got the money for it. This feels kind of the same right now. It doesn't look like it in the charts because the drop was not that massive, right? The drop was maybe from this high that was a 14-15% drop, maybe a 15% drop, right? And it feels like it was a 50% drop. It feels like it was a much heavier drop because now nobody got money for it. It's an expensive dip. This is one of the most expensive dips. After a long time, we haven't seen an expensive dip for a while. Most of these dips people got money for, but this one, nobody got money for it. This one is an expensive one. So yeah, I do think it's time to buy the dip on majors mainly now. I do know like there are some of those degen plays right now, like completely wrecked, very, very juicy right now. Very juicy. I'm gonna share some of those. I'm just more looking at Bitcoin right now. We need to study this more. We need to know what's gonna happen here. But as I said, it's most likely a dip. So Book of Meme is one of the juiciest right now. It's probably one of the cheapest coins right now is Book of Meme. Got listed on Binance, now is the cheapest price possibly because usually that's what happens with these coins. They get listed on Binance, they see a massive sell-off, then a double bottom at some point in the future, and then the massive rally. The reason I'm bullish on Book of Meme is because it got listed 3 days after launch on Binance. I don't know about you, but when a coin gets listed on Binance after 3 days, you know the people that are behind it are not some random devs launching a coin. This is the real Binance cartel behind Book of Meme. You don't tell me you get your coin 3 days later listed on Binance just like that. It doesn't happen. By the way, Pepe got listed like 2 weeks later. Brett now, it might get there, but most likely it's gonna go toward the $200 million in its market cap. It's gonna bleed. It's gonna bleed for a while, right? Most of the people bought already, allocated. Maybe you're gonna get some latecomers, but most of the people, what they do now is, because everyone doesn't have money now, so they sell some Pepe, they bridge towards it, and they start buying a Brett at the top, right? Or they sell any other coin. Most people don't have it now. Don't have the USDT. They did not take any profits. So what they do, they have some other coin, I don't know, cats in dogs world, and they think, oh, I've been on this like 2-3 months now, it didn't move, or like BONK now below 1 billion. Many people bought the top on this and they're gonna capitulate now. This is what we call capitulation. Usually follows the dip or the bottom. Usually it signals a local bottom on any coin. So the coins keep ranging for a long time. They can range longer than you can stay sane. You will lose your mind following that range. It's gonna range as long as it needs until everyone capitulates and give up and sell it and go buy the hottest tank right now, which is Brett, which is, I don't know, Pops right now, which is, I think Cats and Dogs World now is dying, but that's what people will do. They will sell Pepe, they will sell BONK, they will sell Floki, they will sell Dog with Hat, and you see it now. You see those are red, and you see like Cat in Dogs World is kind of green. Even Brett is red now. So people are gonna start selling those and go buy some new thing that is moving now. Because people, that's what they do. That's why nobody makes money in the crypto space, or most people don't make it. They see this dip, they already are down 50% on Pepe. Let's say they go and buy Brett at the top, and then Brett drops 50%, and then they see Pepe moving again, and they regret why they sold Pepe, and then they buy Pepe here, and then Pepe corrects back again, and it keeps going until they have nothing, until their $10,000 is now $100, and then they go leverage and they try to make it all back on one trade, and then it doesn't work out. So just this to tell you, I think Brett is gonna drop at least 50%. As now, look at Book of Meme drop 75%. This usually happens, guys. Not only with meme coins, any coin that gets this massive euphoria hype at the start, it's not a good sign. We did not see this with Toshi. That's why I did not see those massive drawdowns. But look at Book of Memes, 75%. Pepe gets listed on Binance, dropped 86%. But granted, this was not like the most bullish conditions, but still dropped 80%. So this is the bread chart, and a 75% drop, or let's say 75. We'll take it right around these lows, right? These previous lows on bread. And this, in my opinion, would be a good buying opportunity, right? So it's going to be that 0.02. The same thing that we've seen with Pepe in Book of Meme. Whenever we get these huge, massive rallies and stuff like that, we get these 75, 70% retracements. Now, bread is a bullish coin. I'm not going to lie. It's already got 75,000 holders, decent charts, decent community, decent all that. A lot of massive big names bullish on it. The only problem I see here is it's too soon. It's struggling. We can see it's struggling. And I told you guys at the top, when it was at $600 million in its market cap, I told you guys that's it. It's over. We're going to have to see a cool off on bread now. It's not going to keep rallying forever, especially everyone now that believe the narrative is already in. And a lot of people now don't understand why Pepe rallied. Pepe did not rally because the meme is nice. It's not because the meme is nice meme or the people love to meme about Pepe. It's not that. It's not that. Yeah, it's a nice meme, but it's not that. It got listed on Binance. Do you guys understand that when a coin gets listed on Binance 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks after it launches, that's a big sign. That's not something to take lightly. That means big people behind that. It's not just like that. And Pepe was the first meme coin to make those massive rallies right after it switched from proof of work to proof of stake, which means now people who take it are the new miners, and the way they make money is why people trading on its chain. Even though it's a meme coin, but there is some technology utility behind Pepe coin. The utility is to increase the transactions on it to get those ETH validators some cash, some money. And they are whales. They can pump whatever. And some of the biggest of these people are Binance. That's why it got listed so quickly on Binance. How long is been for bread now? Now it's 8 weeks. 8 weeks since bread got launched. And it's listed on low tier exchanges, which basically the team can pay and get listed. You cannot pay and go on Binance that easily. And also bread will, in my opinion, will not get listed on Binance because it's on the Coinbase chain. The Coinbase chain is the competition. So that I think is out of the picture. The thing that would get bread real bullish for the bull market and have it being one of the biggest coins is Coinbase. Now possibly Coinbase could get it listed because it's really contributing to that Coinbase ecosystem, and a lot of people are trading it on chain, which is very good for Coinbase. If Coinbase does not list bread, they must be out of their mind. It's a win for them. They need to list it, or at least they have to list it, because it's a win for them. That's actually gonna onboard a lot of people. Decent volume, decent community, kind of safe-ish right now, right? A lot of holders, the JITs are out and everything. Even more JITs are gonna get out now, but it's kind of safe-ish, right? It's not a big bet that Coinbase gonna take to list bread here. But I do think Binance is out of the picture. I don't think Binance got to gain from listing bread. It's basically helping the competition if they do list it. So it's not really gonna happen. Recently, we've just seen Book of Meme getting listed in Pepe. So even as I said, even if Pepe is a meme coin, it still got utility. The utility is onboarding, is making those transactions on it to enrich the ETH stakers. That's the utility. What's the utility of Book of Meme? Why Book of Meme 3 days later get listed on Binance? It's a meme coin. It's not even that funny. There is nothing memeable about Book of Meme, but it's bullish. Why? Because a big team is behind it. Why it got listed that quick? This is my thinking. You let me know in the comment section. But it got listed 3 days on Binance. Right after we've seen the racist meme coins, we've seen this crazy stuff happening on Dex Screener. We've seen those crazy mania, everyone started leaving. And if you remember, you know, there are clues. You remember, we've got Solana withdrawal problems. You could not withdraw Solana from big exchanges. There was a few weeks where nobody could withdraw Solana from their exchange. Only Binance allowed that, and few other exchanges. There was a problem. Why? You need to understand, exchanges, they make money from people staying and trading within the exchange, not outside. They make money when you deposit, not when you withdraw. They want people depositing, not withdrawing. So hear me out. That's the utility of Book of Meme. So exchanges, they seen this. You are an exchange, you think, all right, so people want meme coins. They want them on Solana, right? They don't want them on ETH, they want them on Solana. What should we do? They are leaving us. And Binance recently got the big FUD, so they couldn't stop the withdrawal. That would be a big no-no. That would really signal something bad with Binance, and that will just contribute to more FUD against Binance. So Binance is actually smart. The Binance team, bruv. Instead of cutting the Solana withdrawal, they were, all right, let's give them what they want. Let's launch a meme coin, started right on that DEX tools, DEX screener, get everyone onboarded the first 3 days, pump it with our own money, and then list it on Binance right there 3 days later. And then everyone joins Binance, comes back in to trade it there. That's the utility. That's the utility behind Book of Meme. And as soon as Bitcoin is gonna start rallying, people are gonna start looking again into Solana, gambling and all that. Guess what Binance is gonna do? Pump Book of Meme. Pump it. Get people to stay in. Stay in. We're gonna give you the Solana meme coins. You don't have to go. We're gonna give you those coins. Don't go, please stay. That's the utility behind Book of Meme. Now Brett is on Coinbase. Now yet we have to see Coinbase acknowledging Brett. Brett is contributing. It's not that big of a contribution, but it's contributing to the Coinbase chain. Coinbase is layer 2 on ETH, so by that it helps somewhat the ETH validators, but not that much, but somewhat. It does help Coinbase somewhat, the Coinbase chain, to get people onboarded. It kind of successfully onboarded a lot of people. Everyone jumped into the Coinbase chain, but it's still not a utility yet. It hasn't discovered its own utility yet, like Book of Meme or like Pepe has discovered its own now, or like Shiba Inu discovered or has its own utility from the previous side. So each coin is meme coin. Even though it's a meme coin, it has utility, and that's the utility behind each meme. They are a vessel or a proxy for someone else, for something else that could happen. So we know it. Brett is the Coinbase top meme coin that is meant to bring in as much people as possible into the Coinbase chain, and also the narrative behind it is that we're gonna have 100 million coming from the Coinbase exchange to buy Brett. But this is not gonna happen now. This is not something that's gonna happen today, this week, next month, this year even. Why? Because you can see now we have the most expensive dip. Nobody got money to buy, and we don't have retail. Everyone that's supposed to buy already bought. So who's gonna buy now? Who's the buyer? The only way to make Brett pump now is a mega sell-off on some other big ones, like a Pepe sell-off or like some other one, to get Brett there, to get it pumping. That's why I do think we're gonna see a 70% drop. We're gonna see it, and that's gonna be the dip, and that's gonna be the buy opportunity on Brett when we're gonna see it. It's possibly around here, guys. So around that 0.02, possibly that's the time. If you're not allocated, I'll be looking into this around here. That's gonna be around 200 million, 300 million or below, $200 million in its market cap. Then we're gonna see the who's believing or who's not believing, because now we got the believers right first. We've got those people that early on told you Coinbase is gonna be the biggest chain in the future, gonna get 100 million. We got them first. So I was on Toshi back then. I bought Toshi at $8 million in its market cap. I already still have it, thinking the same thing. We're gonna have Coinbase as the biggest chain. But now people already bought in. Everyone saw the same message now. So who's gonna come next? Now we need the prophecy to happen for this to continue up, or for some major mega dump from some other meme coin and everyone jeeting out Pepe to go buy Brett. And people that bought the early on, the believers, they don't have to wait now, because now they are already up too much. They're up 30x, and we get this most expensive dip here. Would they wait, or are they the ones dumping now? So a lot of compelling cases here showing that we're gonna see a 70% drop on Brett. The future of Brett could be pretty bright, but it's still not yet a set narrative. It's just a speculative narrative that Coinbase is gonna be the biggest chain. It's not yet it, right? It's not like Book of Meme is, or Pepe both got that strong utility now going on for the big guys upstairs. So Brett needs to still find its own utility now, as each big meme coin needs to do that. A meme coin going to 1 billion, 2 billion, 4 billion, it got some sort of utility that is not visible when you go read the white papers, but if you think about it, you will see what's the utility. You will see it. It's there, usually. You will understand it. And that's about it, guys. Now, Book of Meme is at the juiciest dips right now. Book of Meme is cheap. I think Brett still is a bit expensive. Pepe is cheap. Pepe is at the dip now. I think this is the dip on Pepe. But I guess nobody got money for that. So, anyways, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you so much for hanging around. And if you want to know which top meme coins I'm buying now, you can watch this video here. Thank you so much for watching today's video. And remember, nothing is financial advice, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.